Roger O'Donnell, the longtime keyboardist for the pioneering British rock band The Cure, has revealed he was diagnosed with lymphoma. On Saturday, O'Donnell posted a lengthy thread on X for Blood Cancer Awareness Month, in which he disclosed his diagnosis. In September last year, I was diagnosed with a very rare and aggressive form of lymphoma. I had ignored the symptoms for a few months, but finally went, he wrote. And after surgery, the result of the biopsy was devastating. After undergoing what O'Donnell described as the latest sci-fi immunotherapy and some drugs that were first used 100 years ago, as well as radiotherapy, which also was one of the first treatments developed against cancer, O'Donnell reported, "I'm fine and the prognosis is amazing." The Cure already have a tragic history with cancer. In 2019, Andy Anderson, who played drums with the band for their albums The Top, Concert, The Cure Live and Live in Japan, died following a terminal prostate cancer diagnosis that O'Donnell never played alongside Anderson, having joined the band 2 years after Anderson's exit, but he took to social media to advocate for frequent checkups. Cancer can be beaten, but if you were diagnosed early enough, you stand a way better chance. So all I have to say is go get tested. If you have the faintest thought you may have symptoms, go and get checked out, he wrote. He continued, if you know someone who is ill or suffering, talk to them. Every single word helps, believe me, I know. I would also like to thank my DRS, rock stars, every one of them, all the nurses and technicians, my friends, family, and partner Mimi. Sometimes it's harder to be on the other side of this. The Cure is fronted by the prodigious, notoriously elusive Robert Smith, the only one of the band's founding members to have continuously played through each iteration, from 1987 to today. O'Donnell was recruited by Smith after touring with bands like Thompson Twins, Berlin, and the Psychedelic Furs in the early 80s. He was part of the band's touring and recording lineup from 1987 to 1990, returned in 1995 for 10 years, then joined again in 2011, and has stayed ever since. Beyond The Cure, O'Donnell released an album of ambient, Corvid-inspired instrumental compositions called Two Ravens in 2020. He also served as the executive producer on the film England Is Mine, a biopic of Morrissey, which also marked the first feature film appearance of Killing Eve's Jodie Comer. EPing a film about the Smiths frontman surprised many Cure fans, given the decades-long feud between Morrissey and Robert Smith. O'Donnell was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame alongside Smith and the band's current and former members in 2023.